Oxygen Esports against Team RageQuit. The MC. The Masters Clash 2022. Another best of two. Again, we're down to the final 8 teams and we're playing a round robin best of 2 matches. If you win both maps, you get 3 points. You tie with your opponent. Each team gets 1 point. And you don't win a map, then that means you also don't get any points. No participation trophies in the Masters Clash. So, by now we have, with RageQuit against Oxygen, formerly known as the Hardos, a match where obviously Team Oxygen is favored. They are the favorite for this series. They're currently battling it out in the top 3. Who's going to get the number 2 or the number 3 spot together with the Bang Bush. But for them, this is definitely one of those games where they are the favorite to take it with a 2-0. But then again, you don't need to win this all the time, you know, like with a 2-0. This isn't a winner takes all, as in most best of 3s. So if there's just one map where Team RageQuit does good work, you have a good chance, you know, at logging a point in for themselves. So Towers of Doom is going to kick us off here. The top 3, by the way, at the end of the round robin, they make it directly to Paris, to the offline final. 12,000 euros are on the line in total. And there's going to be a 4th team that is also determined through a gauntlet. So your position within the standings matter, even if you are not able to make it into the top 3. So we got Junkrat banned out. We also have Sylvanas eliminated here on Towers, which gives us still our globals if you want to go for them. That includes Dehaka, Falstad and Brightwing. But we have Blaze immediately topside so that they can start the rotation with him between the 2 lanes. Obviously, with I mean, with Nick, you never really know what you get here. I'm quite curious to see what he's going to look in today. We had him with Arch and Hammer. I mean, he always deviates away into new heroes, and there's obviously some oldies and goldies that he can still play, like his Kerrigan, for example, that we've seen on this map too. Already, we got Dehaka from Morenas. Hanzo gets played here by Shai. And let's get this party started with Ahazu's pick here. What is Benny going to do here? Are we going to get some Nuburak dive? With Hanzo already taken on the other side. I mean, Limu, I want to see him with this Tracer again at some point. Now, he's been playing his Genji in the last series that they had here. Could do that again and go for a double Shimada. But now we got Yasu with Brightwing first and foremost, and we got Bad Benny on Johanna. So, bans incoming. And you can, I mean, are they banning Hammer? It feels like lately everybody is just afraid that they're going up against Sergeant Hammer, and yes, there it is, so Hammer gets banned. It's one of those things where I think most of the time Oxygen Esports doesn't even want to play the hero, but everybody's just so terrified of having to go up against Hammer and having to deal with this shit that they're just like, alright, whatever, let's just ban it. Varian gets banned again. They already did this previously. So let's see what Nick is gonna get here. But with a double pick, I mean, Limu will likely pick last. But he could still go into that Genji, Hanzo double into the duo. Diablo and Rega. So yeah, as expected, Limu is gonna pick last here. And is gonna get that done. But yeah, with that said, what's Hazu and Nick gonna take? Are we gonna get some aggression from Nick, or is just gonna go for a standard? I mean, you can still go into Lunara, for example. She's been played quite a lot here, so she's still up. That would also be a good choice. Can easily burn the waves down and poke from a distance. But there's Tychus first, okay. And we get Imperia, so already a triple frontline for them with a lot of stuns. Imperius, Blaze, and Jojo. And Medivh on the other side. Leyline into Apoc is all of a sudden an option. But is that going to work out? Medivh is always a bit of a risk too. So Towers of Doom is the map. Map number 1 in the best of 2 between Oxygen Esports and Team RageQuit. Let's go. Game number 1, Towers of Doom. Shizakid on Diablo for the blue team with Shai on Hanzo. Morenas on Dehaka, and Limo is playing Bird Boy. It's always a little bit confusing. We've got 2 Bird Boys. We got Malfurion and we got Medivh, but only one of them can really transform into a birdie. So, no game, no life on Rega, last one in the bunch. As on the right side, we got the red team with 19, aka Kopen. On Blaze, we got Hazops on Tychus, Benny on Johanna. Nick is playing Imperius, and Yasu is playing Brightwing. Okay. Baseline for Medivh. We're gonna keep our eye on that as usual, because, yep, obviously, if he dies before he completes it, then he's going to lose it all. And, well, Limo likes to be aggressive here. Gets a few stacks together also, but he's immediately being attacked, and goodbye, my friend. So, yeah, that's not the start you want. It's not a lot of stacks that he lost. He lost 5. But his idea was, of course, hey, let's flank in and get instantly 4 or 5 stacks together here with 1 hit. And they just saw that coming from a mile away and exploited that immediately. I was hit by the Condemn, and then there was obviously tons and tons of CC. So it will be interesting if Limo, whether or not Limo can actually get his quest completed. That early kill against him, not really a big deal. Couple of stacks lost, but still, we'll see what they can do. So yeah. Down at the bottom of the map, we now have Shizakid and Shy. So everybody's just going for their own camp. Limo, of course, is providing the vision here, as you can see. He's not invading. Not really. Nah, gets slowed down and stunned. They were thinking about it though. With a little bit more time, they would have gone for it, and they're still looking for the fight, so at least there's that. But you don't want to fight here too long. Also, it gives, obviously, Medivh more and more stack opportunities. Oh, there's the stun. Yeah, that frontline CC that we have from Oxygen Esports is incredibly scary. It definitely is, especially after we have the level 10. If Jojo goes into the Blessed Shield, then we can certainly expect that she will. Then we have Jet Propulsion, Blessed Shield, Condemn, slows through her Punish, and of course then also on top of that Brightwing the I mean, the CC is incredible. The CC is absolutely insane. And they are power pressuring at the bot lane now. So 10 stacks for Medivh. They were trying to jump onto Hazu. He saw that portal coming. He's like, no, 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 no. Not on my watch. I'm not going to make it that easy for you guys. But I like the early aggression that we're having now from Oxygen Esports in particular, but also Team RageQuit isn't really... not holding back here. Limo, of course, with the vision. We now got the Master Assassin again for Tychus. Again, this isn't really about getting the quest completed. This is all about the passive on Master Assassin. You want to have the auto attack speed for Odin. That's the main reason why you do it. Very rarely do you see a Tychus player on this level that is able to complete that talent and get value out of it. Sometimes you see it happen just as the core is about to fall. But again, it's not really a regular occurrence. Also a quick match thing. Or an ARAM thing. But yeah, either way, so we got 2 kills to 0 with that last one that they got against the Haka here up at the top. And now we got the double altar phase, or the triple altar phase. Should be a 2-1 trade. And yeah, 1-1 at the top lane has already been established. But down here, Shizakid is getting burned down by Hazu pretty ruthlessly. It's good damage again for Tychus. And they're shielding Yasu for a moment, but towards the end, there is that. Another quick hit. And, well, there's the spear, but they don't have a follow-up CC. But the whole goal is obviously to just create a little bit of space for Yasu that he can channel, and that has already happened. So they got level 7, going to condemn and everything. Yeah, by now we got the melting point. And, well, Nick gets attacked. Careful. Shizakid also moving back here. 16, 17 stacks for Medivh. But they're really attacking that front line massively. And Medivh is doing his best with the shields and the portals to keep them alive. But you can... it always feels like it's Oxygen Esports that makes the plays and Team RageQuit is just reacting. Now we're early in the game, only 4 minutes in, but so far that has been the theme here. Again, camps are taken on both sides. Medivh is slowly and steadily getting a little bit closer to completion of his quest. He's nearly halfway done with it now. But we already have a lead in experience, and also thanks to those kills, of course. So they're trying to follow up on that. And every single time you see someone of the blue team pop up, there's immediately stuns available on the other side just to welcome them. So like, hey, how do you like that? Most of them don't really enjoy it a lot. So, yeah. Anyways, and now Benny again at the front. They're trying to go for Diablo again. There's the shield once more. Limo doing his best. Eats the grenade though. Another stun. And yeah, they are being chased back time and time again. Now, Diablo is about to complete his baseline quest, and Medivh is also doing better and better on it. Not a single kill yet for Team RageQuit, not one. And Nick, I think he should have some decent damage too. It's not only Tychus that gets this out. And yes, look at him. Top damage for him. He's been connecting a lot here, and Tychus was always one of those heroes that has an incredible amount of damage output himself. And that's what they're using as we speak. So once again, the big battle right here. Morena's moving in, connecting the drag, and instantly shut down by Yasuo. But they're still trying to fight this out, and another stun connect as Imperius re-engages into the choke point. They're trying to go for Limu, saves himself and his stacks. They're trying to escape here, and they're getting away, but Shizakid gets isolated for a second. Another stun, another shield, but the delivery system is ready since level 10 has already been hit by the red team, and they get that kill against Diablo and take him down. Now Limu, time to feed. He is able to complete his quest. 6-minute mark. Pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah, well played by him. But now, of course, it's just going for the bot lane. And this time, Medivh, is he actually going to get killed? No. Still able to get away. Has his quest already completed, so there's that. But they are all low. And they're trying to make that happen again, but this time Rhaegar is dead. And this is not the only one, though. They're also losing Hanzo. So that's 2 heroes down. Level 10 is finally available, but this might be too little too late. The bottom bell tower is already falling, and we have a significant advantage for Oxygen Esports, as they have a 2-level lead pretty much. Meme strike, by the way, on Hanzo, looking for that cooldown reduction later on. So, yeah. But as it stands, the momentum is still leaning heavily towards Oxygen Esports. 28 to 36. Not really a big lead on the core damage yet. But you look at the minimap, and there is obviously a clear favorite right now. We got Oxygen Esports in this first game with control of the bell towers. They've done a bit more damage. Obviously, this will be reclaimed eventually, but they're already starting to move in. Blessed Shield connects. The follow-up is there. The ley line shuts them down for now. So good moves by Limu all around. But the meme strike isn't doing enough. Zones them a bit. They're hoping at least for a kill here, and they get it. They should be able to get it. They're closing in on it, and they're locking it into. So Diablo is dead again. 6 kills to 0. Still not a single kill for Team RageQuit. And that bottom bell tower, yes, it has been reclaimed, so it's 4 to 4 as the double altar spawns. But the level 13 talent, I mean, again, their leading experience is significant. And they're escorting those through. So that's one shot fired, and there's a second one. I don't think that they can get the kill here. Not against Hanzo. But yeah, the shots get fired. So now we have them down to 21 points. And they're still fighting over the bell tower. Oh, sorry, the altar at the top left. That is a corridor that can be used by Hanzo, by the way, if he gets that set up properly. But they are already going for him. So yes, Shai has to make his way out of the fight quickly. And now Rhaegar is getting attacked again. Benny! Blessed Shield is out, and Hanzo is dead. So is the Haka. What a bloodbath. Yeah, they are likely going to get another altar now. 8 kills to 0. 8 kills to 0, and still a 2-level lead. Yeah, this is bad news. So now the core is dropping down to 17 points, and they still have full control here. What a beautiful fight by them. Lots and lots of kills, good damage. Imperius with 30,000. Hanzo has taken over on the leaderboard in the game. But yeah, still, Nick is just crushing the numbers here. And Tychus too. I mean, Tychus at this point has even pulled ahead a bit of him a little bit. Sitting at 31,000 now, so good job by Hazu. And they are, of course, getting closer and closer to level 16 talents, which is going to be the next one for them. And that's a significant power spike. With a 2-level lead in XP, you're going to have a big window where you can play around with that. So, yep, already on the lanes, we have them soaking the experience. There's level 13 finally for Team RageQuit, but they have to give up the camp at the top, which has just now happened. And we got the tidal waves. And another solo altar is up next. And after that we should see the triple, unless I'm mistaken. So, yeah. Brightwing is still sitting topside. It's the one global that they have. And that by the way, I mean, this is not looking good for that top altar. They're sending nobody top. Seems like the Haka is now slowly making his way towards Brightwing, but this is already a lot of damage done. And Yasuo is getting out, but this is up for grabs at any point, pretty much. Also, I was mistaken. It's not a single altar. It's actually a double altar right now. So, it's a double altar at the bottom of the map. And here we go. They're going again for the next potential double. And that should be able to get both, by the way. They have level 16 talents now. So this is a significant advantage. Huge advantage, actually. But no game, no life. Is interrupted. They're going for Blaze. Imperius is getting the channel at the bottom of the map. Nobody's interrupting him, so that's 4 shots fired already. Blessed Shield! And the Ancestral. Shy gets saved by Rega. That would have been a kill for sure. But Hanzo is still alive. And here comes the 5v5. Meme Strike is in. Everybody's low. And finally a kill. Nice! Jojo is down. Nick is moving in again, but he's also gonna fall, isn't he? They take him down. So is... well, Diablo dies too, but Blaze is also dead. So it's 3 kills for 1. 3 kills for 1. Finally a little bit of momentum for Team RageQuit. And they are trying to use that to their advantage in the sense that they are now locking in that altar in the middle. But they are already down to 13 points on the core. So that's not really a whole lot left here. But yeah. So 4 shots fired, they got them down to 32 points, and they're also now going for their own pumpkins. Level 16, they're drawing even. Only half level behind. Really nicely done. So, well, as we look at that, we got 44,000 damage for Hanzo. Tychus has actually overtaken Hanzo. I mean, normally Hanzo is just top damage in the game. With all of the poke that he has from a distance and that random damage that he oftentimes comes in, he normally has the highest numbers here quite easily. And I guess they're still battling it out a bit, but Hanzo is really doing a number on the hero damage. So he's at 45,000 as it stands already. So, yeah, here we go. She's a kid. Careful, my friend. He has no souls right now. Yeah, well, he has 25. He has 25. Obviously, he maintains a few souls. Somebody has argued that the souls that Diablo keeps are the ones of all the high-level Blizzard employees that made the decisions to sacrifice HTC and Heroes Esports, because they are so evil that even Diablo can't let go of him, no matter what happens here. That's actually a pretty good explanation. It's about as good as any that I've heard so far, so yeah, I'm just gonna take that. Top altar, keep... what am I talking about? Bell Tower. Bell Tower has now been converted. Yeah, and one of the shots even connects, so now it's 12 points on the core. One of the pumpkins made it over. Anyways, there it is again, the ley line. And are they going for the fight? No, yeah, they're moving in. Even with Odin, oof, triple altars coming up. Whoever wins the fight is likely going to get at least 2 out of the altars, at least if you can get kills. They're only trading ults, that's a different story. They go for dibbles. So yeah, there it is. Meme Strike zones them out again, and Nick is dead. Nick is down. The blue team with the momentum. Not shabby. Unexpected, but certainly welcome. They're making things very interesting here as they take down Hazu. So now Tychus is down, and they tried to go for Yasuo too, but they couldn't kill him. But it's 3 altars on the map, as I already mentioned, so there's a lot that he could do here. Morenas is playing against Copeman and Benny, who are desperately trying to at least get one channel going. Brightwing is now moving in too, gotta be careful with that. Medivh channeling the bottom, but now they're making their play up here now. And Copenhagen is gonna interrupt it at least once, but then after that, especially if they're able to go for a double channel, they should be able to get this one. It's only 3 shots fired though, because as I said, that top bell tower got converted. So they're getting 2 of the altars. They might even get another one. They dropped the core down to 26 points, and they're even going for the boss here. But imagine for just a moment how different this would already look if they would have not lost that top altar. So they're getting a lot out of this. In general, how much is this? This is 9 points plus 4. So they're going to have 13 with this that they remove. Could have been 16. 12 points to 19. So they're actually getting quite close here. And with 5 kills to 9, they're still looking good. So yep, as it stands, we got more pumpkins claimed. One after another. 19 versus 19. 63,000 versus 65,000. There's definitely a battle going on between Tigers and Hanzo. And here's the meme strike again. Once he has the cooldown reduction, this is going to give them way more value. But already they're zoning them away a little bit. Bunker gets destroyed, and they're on the run now. Oxygen Esports is really playing a way more defensive game. Now, they still have the advantage in bell towers, it hasn't changed. But the flow of the game has definitely changed. And look at Nick. He is barely making it out and he might still die here. And he does. Gets crushed by Medivh. So now Imperius is gone and they're still focusing on the bot lane in an attempt to take that bell tower. Going for a decent trade and finally drawing even in the amount of bell towers again. And they're getting it. Yeah, in the last couple of minutes, Oxygen Esports hasn't really looked all that great. This is game 1, by the way. So this is fantastic for Team RageQuit. Absolutely fantastic. Single altar coming up next. And they have the pumpkins at the bottom. And in addition to that, they have level 20. So they're trying to escort the pumpkins through. And they're getting closer and closer to drawing even. There's a cooldown reduction for the meme strike. So now Hanzo's getting real value out of that talent. Yeah, and that's 3 shots fired. So they're down to 16. This is getting really, really special. Because if they get that altar, they're even. Yeah, there's level 60, level 20. Blinded by the light. And we got the Lord of Terror. So, alright. Here we go. In addition to that, we now also have the intensive winds. So the cooldown reduction is ridiculous on this one. Absolutely ridiculous. Mad utility from Brightwing. Meme strike, not really too great, but again, the cooldown reduction is going to make up for that. Diablo! Oh, it's not only him, they're also going for the Arca now. The ley line. Limo is playing out of his mind sometimes here, honestly. Like, that ley line was fantastic. Hazo, on the other hand, is shelling the shit out of them with Odin and capitalizing on also the attack speed increase thanks to his level 4. But they are losing Blaze. Blaze is down. Now Medivh killed... Oh, Medivh and Draga both die. Ooh. Yeah, that's a problem. Medivh has done so much for them in those last few fights. Morenas dies as well. Oh boy. Yeah, that's 4 shots fired. 11 points on the core, by the way. The top pumpkins actually made it through. And Tiger is also getting a bit closer to completing his quest on level 4. As I said earlier, usually doesn't really happen a whole lot. But now they're getting kills together and he's doing his best. Benny has to be careful, but that's 4 shots fired, and that means that there are single digits on the core now. They're down to 7. 7 to 16. 20 kills in total. And they're working on the remaining bell towers. They're doing damage in the middle, they're doing damage at the bottom soon. There's a couple more camps up that they can take too, and they're already doing exactly that. So, easy meme strike, and the kill against Hanzo. Somebody got a little bit greedy there and cocky. And Nick just completely shut him down. Nick is such a monster, it's ridiculous. So he just solo kills Hanzo. And now they're starting... Guys, they're starting the barrage. They will start the barrage. Brightwing is moving in, they're taking this. They already have taken the top. The game could end right here just through the barrage alone. They're trying to reclaim this at the top as quickly as they possibly can. Ah, my bad. Ah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that one. Alright. I thought they would at least get like 3 shots, but no, they're not even gonna get 1. Okay. Kind of forgot that one. But they got close. They got very, very close here. So it's 16 to 7, and they still get pumpkins everywhere. And the next altar is a single altar on the map. And they're still trying to defend this one. And if you get that altar, of course, it's gonna be down to 1 single point. 5 versus 5. Yeah, Hanzo's back. Hanzo's back. And the altar has been announced. How much for the boss? Ooh, 4 seconds. Another big one that's up on the map. So that's another tool that you can use to win the game. Alright. Yeah, he is having fun too. He's having a laugh. Altar in 5. Oh, early Odin. Controlling that choke point. Nemo doesn't like that at all. Yeah, there's the ley line though. So he shut that down. Medivh cheating with his level 20 as usual. Yeah, good damage against Nick here, but the shots have been fired and they're down to a single point. He got the altar. They're down to a single point. We already have 2 boys in the 6-digit club as Tychus and Hanzo have both crossed over into 100,000 damage. No pumpkins, by the way. There's not really a whole lot to win down here unless they get some kills. Mid lane is also about to be locked. The Haka's dead. The Haka's dead. There's no way. There is no way. He didn't have enough hit points to go through that portal anymore. So, yeah. But, well, this is likely a play for boss, or at least it's possible. Ooh, 4 seconds on this one. Okay, they're gonna take this first, and then they're gonna go for boss. That is a likely play. With the Haka down for 40 seconds, you take this now, and then you go for boss. They can't do both. Oh, that is a neat steal. That was awesome. That denies them the play, but they lose Medivh. It was a cool idea, though. It was really a cool idea, because what currently Oxygen Esports was trying to do, they were trying to take these, threaten GG at the bot lane, and then move over towards the top, take the boss, and then take it that way. And no matter what you do, you are in trouble. But they can still go for it. It's a 5 versus 3 right now, and what are you going to do? You can't abandon it. So this is likely going to be game. They're taking Diablo down. He's not making it either. Dibbles is about to die, but first they're going for Hanzo. And that's actually a quest completed for Tychus. Now, to be fair, the game is more or less over already, so it's not like he's going to get real value out of it. But still, it's a double altar too, so they can do whatever they want here. They can either go for the altar, they can go for the boss. They took Diablo now down too. And, well, there's that. So, they're chasing them across the map. Again, they can do whatever they want. This is game. Game number 1 goes to Oxygen Esports. 5 versus 3. Nothing they can do about this. Already Copenhagen's channeling it through. The Haka is a second too late. The shots have been fired. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a game. Nicely done. Oxygen Esports with the lead in the best of 2.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Game number 2, Dragonshire, Oxygen Esports against Team RageQuit. Alright boys, let's go. We got a pretty good game by Oxygen Esports on the first map, but there were definitely a couple of moments where it looked like Team RageQuit might be able to get back into it. Had some trouble there towards the end, still keeping their boys alive, but as it stands, right now we got, with Dragonshire, a very different map. And the map choice was made by Team Oxygen, because RageQuit decided that they want to have first pick, first ban. Which is pretty common here. So they're banning out Lucio already. Any kind of like quick rotation on the lanes, mobile heroes are usually priority here. Rex on the top lane can be a bit of an exception because it's just so good at controlling the objective and the lane at the same time. Hogger, also high priority, so there's that. But, well, Genji, Tracer maybe even. Could even get our Kerrigan again. Maiev already gets banned. The Haka obviously as a side laner. Blaze as a side laner. I like Dragonshire. Dragonshire is a pretty cool map, and it's also a very taxing one in the sense that it's quite difficult to play if you want to play it on a high level, because you have so many different points that you have to hit at the same time. We sometimes end up in this ring around the rosy play where every team is just rotating on the map trying to just steal one shrine away as the opponent does the same thing. But yeah, so we got Junkrat quickly banned out too, and that leaves a lot of options, especially when we're talking side laners. You can play Rel obviously too. So the big question is just now, what do they prioritize? Do they go, for example, into the side laner choice first? Falstad also. Again, globals in general obviously are good here, because again, like, you want to be mobile, you want to be flexible in the way that you're setting the lanes up. And Hammer is a choice. Let's not forget about that. Hammer is a choice as well. So first we get Sylvanas locked in. But there is definitely an opportunity for Hammer to be banned out on the 3rd position again. And if they want to prevent that from happening and they really want to play him, then they might have to take him early. Or her. So yeah. Okay, so there's... Oh, okay. You can also go in the range here. They've done that before, by the way. They had before a game where they played with Chromie and with Sergeant Hammer. And then you go up against both of them. It is insanely annoying. It's incredibly annoying. So, yeah. But again, I'm very curious here, because Hammer plus Chromie is a little annoying, but Chromie alone is already doing the trick here too. So they go for Blaze at the top lane. They're letting Rexa go, the king of Dragonshire. We don't get a Urel here yet either. We get Brightwing. But yeah. I mean, I like this already because it's just like hints at a few more things that could come in this draft. As always, the chance that some of the teams are throwing a bit of a curveball. I've been highlighting Limo and his Genji a bit in the earlier drafts, and he's been lately leaning towards Genji again, but obviously his Tracer is also quite well known. So that's another map where they could play that too. And here comes a Nubarak. Well, or goes. Gets banned. Here's a moment of truth. How afraid are... they ban Rexa. Okay. So they ban out Rexa. And, well, that is keeping Hammer up. It would be funny if they would go for it again. Can you imagine if you're on the other side of the draft and then you see Chromie and Hammer and you're just like, oh my god, not again. Oh! So, yeah. Are they doing it, though? Well, not for now. They got Urel and they got Karazim. But they definitely could. Jojo and Urel? Yeah, they definitely could. Okay. How do they deal with that? What is Limu playing? That's a bigger question. What is Limu going for here? Okay. Come on. Yeah, auto attacks against Tracer through Sergeant Hammer would be pretty annoying. But yeah, so we get Genji. He's going for his Genji again. We have Muradin, always good for Dragonshire. Benny played it a lot too in the past. This time he's more favoring Johanna. Has been playing it quite a bit today. But yes, off we go. We got Genji and final pick, Nick. Always the X Factor. Always the one with the curveball. Is it Hammer? Is it Kerrigan? Like, what is it today? Is he going to go for something completely different? I mean, his hero pool is pretty crazy. So how do they try to annoy the opponent this time? Ah, Stukov. Okay. Double support Chromie. Ah, they can, of course, add a bit of damage to them. Okay. Dragonshire, everybody. Let's go. Oxygen Esports against Team RageQuit. RageQuit against Oxygen Esports. Dragonshire is the map, and on the left side we have Shizakid on Muradin, Limu on Genji, Murenas is playing Blaze. We got No Game, No Life on Brightwing, and Shy on Sylvanas. On the right side of the map, we currently have Hazops and Chromie for Oxygen Esports. The team is currently the lead in the series. Nick on Stukov, Yasu on Karazim, Bad Benny on Jojo, and Copenhagen is playing Urel. Level 1, the Fetid Touch. Okay, so let's see what they can do with this. Double support plus Chromie is what they're currently playing here. Both of the supports can obviously also add a bit to the damage. And as it starts, we are already seeing Nick attacked immediately. Body block too. And, well, that is not a good start for him. Nope. So, that was a bit annoying here. Yeah. Unfortunate for him. But either way, 1 kill to 0. We also have more aggression in the middle, so it seems like RageQuit is coming out swinging in game number 2. They had their chance. I mean, it's obviously always easy to see the favorite win the series and predict it. I mean, there is quite the gap in Europe, let's be honest, about the top 4, the top 3 compared to the rest. But I like how we are now seeing Team RageQuit coming in with a lot of aggression, taking Urel down to the top weight too, and trying to push the lane here. And they had their chance in game number 1. They could have taken it, but it was just not quite enough, and that's a position that they find themselves in quite often. But they're just on the edge of being able to take a map from one of these top teams. And then towards the end, they are starting to have a bit of problems. But yeah. But anyways, we now have camps being taken. It's all about trying at the 1 minute mark to lock in your Siege Giant camp, to lock in the Bruiser camp, get a bit of aggression onto the lane, and do your thing there. So, yeah, down towards the bot lane, we got Yasu already working on the first one. Goal is obviously to apply a bit of pressure to your opponent, force some mistakes. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really what it's about, right? You're trying to put pressure on the opponent, force a couple of mistakes that you can exploit, and then use that to get farther ahead. Talking about getting ahead here, Yasu, Limu, that's our little battle down here at the bottom of the map. Whereas top side, they're trying to use Sylvanas further to take some of these towers down. I kind of miss the times where towers had ammunition, honestly. I still don't really know if what I like better. It was always pretty cool that you could deplete tower ammunition. I think they could have changed things a bit around it, but making towers with completely no ammunition at all, I'm not sure if that was needed. So I think a middle ground would have been possible there. I think it was an interesting mechanic to have, but yeah, makes things easier a bit, I suppose. Now, either way, we currently have 3 kills to 1. Also have, well, a bit more pressure at the top side now, despite the fact that Sylvanas is burning this down quickly. It's bad Benny in the mid lane that is dealing with this. I mean, Jojo has been used in the past, obviously, a lot also as a side laner, since she is adding a lot of what you expect from a side laner. She has the wave clear, she has self-sustain, very difficult to take down, has an escape tool therefore too. So, yeah, there's that. But they're still trying to make those plays. Oh, that's Stormbolt. Shizaki expected him to dodge out to the bot lane and try to anticipate his movements. That didn't work. But they get the Genji kills, and now it's 3 kills to 2. Back and forth. Nice. Yeah, it is already a wild game here, and it feels like it always is on Dragonshire. It's one of the maps that is sometimes lasting a bit long, but at the same time also forcing a lot of aggressive moves from both teams very quickly, since you're forced into so many fights if you're trying to shut down the opponent's approach towards the objective. Level 7, a bit readily, soon available for Team RageQuit, but Morena's is already taking over at the top. Yeah, normally it takes a while for the first. It's actually kind of weird. Normally, either you have a team that already sneaks in a Dragonite at the 2-minute mark, 2 minutes 30, because they're just out-rotating their opponent, or it takes like 10 minutes. Maybe not 10, but like quite some time before you get the first objective. So, yeah. Either way, we have 3 kills to 2. And the top wall has already been opened up. So a lot of damage has been done here. Oh boy, talking about damage. How did they not die? How the hell did they get away? 30 hit points on Nick and he makes it out. When they got hit hard, oh, that's a nice one to complete, by the way. Ooh, that is sexy. Jojo completing her subdue on level 4 that early in the game. That is mad value. But again, that they didn't lose at least one hero, personally I expected more in that situation, is kind of nuts. Unexpected. No game, no life. Oh, Brightwing dropped and now they're drawing even in kills and they're going for Shizaki too. Now he makes it out. Yeah, he was actually trying to dodge out on Chromie comps that never came. But yeah, blue team finally under control of 2 of the shrines, but not for long. Stukov is already taking over the bottom of the map. But damn. Jojo with early subdue value. Boy, it is gonna be so difficult to deal with them in big team fights now. That's an extra stun and a half that he got there. Wall is dropped. Talking about walls at the top lane, we don't even have one anymore. And this is the rotational play with Sylvanas that is always so difficult to match, because if she just appears on the lane, then you're in trouble. Talking about being in trouble, we still have that battle between Genji and Karazim. And in this case, ooh, that's a Dragonite. Yeah, they're getting it. Okay. They sacrifice Blaze, but still, that's a DK. Work around the Dragon's Breath a little bit, already approaching the wall from the side, making sure that not both towers are able to shoot. And with the DK, again, it's super important that you just try to keep it alive for as long as you possibly can. And the goal is then always to play around the cooldown with your Dragon's Breath and just use that from a distance to burn the waves down. That helps you a lot and allows the rest of your team to do work somewhere else on the map. Sylvanas maybe sticking out a bit too long. Oh, but Benny missed the Blessed Shield. Yeah, if he hits that, then I guess they can kill Sylvanas, but yeah, missing this one. Now, more aggression down at the bottom. Genji, can they take him? No, but they can take Muradin. Yeah, goes in with a Haymaker, and then a second later it's a Sandblast that hits him full in the face, and that is that. Alright. Top side, even more aggression right there. And this time they're going to take the fort down. So it's a bit of a weird one. 5 kills to 5, and the first objective went to Team RageQuit. They also get the first fort. But I'm still a little bit on the fence here. But for now, they are looking good, and they're even stealing their camp away. So that's another one. Yeah, they steal the camp. I don't think it's gonna really matter for the top lane. The Bridge of Death is usually not something that you're willing to commit to. Just too easy to choke point you out there and really get you in real trouble. Talking about trouble. Muradin! No! Another Sudoku. Oh boy. Dude. He's committing Wordle over here. Yeah, easy kill. Muradin down. If you don't have Avatar, yeah, you can't run into Karasim alone. Not like that. So they go for Limu again. But Hazu is also in trouble. Goes for the timeout, but I don't think he can save him. Yeah, so Hazu is down. And we got 6 kills to 6, level 13. It is a crazy game again. I mean, they are on neck here. 13 talents for both teams now. Shrines activating in 7. And I really want to see if they can maybe get another kill and go for another Dragon Knight. Because we already have Shizakit in position. We have Blaze. He can hold it a little bit longer. And now they can threaten the middle. So Morenas just has to buy some time. Morenas is trying to buy time. There's a 7-sided strike. Shai eats it too. So they're doing well on that. It's a double support here. Muradin is still at the top. They defend the middle. But now the fight starts to shift more heavily down to the bot lane. Yeah, everybody's pretty much here. Urel is the only one guarding the mid lane, and Muradin, a good job by her, because Muradin was on his way now. They try to go for him again, but there's no 7-sided strike this time. So there's actually a lot of action happening here. We also have a fight at the bot lane that still continues. And Muradin could go for another Haymaker move. They want that second Dragon Knight. They definitely do. Oh boy, Benny! And he's dead. Bad Benny turns into dead Benny as they get the kill. And well, Urel has to pop the ult, but she might still die. Ah, the Stormbolt didn't hit. Yeah, Stormbolt doesn't hit here. Shizakit eats some damage, but I don't think they can follow up on any of this now. Oh, hello. Sylvanas! And they're getting out, with the exception of Brightwing. Brightwing is dead, and the 7-sided strike doesn't connect with Muradin either. Now, that catapult at the top is still doing a bit of damage. Still early in the game, so it doesn't do too much yet. But they are opening the Bridge of Death up at least a little bit. So yeah, Benny is obviously going to deal with that. Now, when it comes to damage output, we have 27,000 for Chromie and 30,000 for Sylvanas. Sylvanas currently top damage in the game. Muradin is moving in again. Looked for that Stormbolt, but Nico's ready with a shove and pushed him out. This time it's them who control the 2 shrines and want to go for the Dragon Knight. Just, they need a bit of damage here in the middle, maybe get a kill, and then they have a good chance of making it happen. Sylvanas is the only one in the game that hasn't died yet. Everybody else has at least died once. Just Shai is alive here. Muradin died again. And yep, now they got to open the lane up. Alright. Structurally, they're still elite for the blue team. But Oxygen Esports now has a level 16. And might be able to get a Dragon Knight because of it. But then as it happens, Team RageQuit is controlling both of those again. Because the red team is moving into the middle to take down one of the forts. Bot lane damage is in too. For Chromie, we got the fast forward. And at the same time, Hush, Will of the Forsaken, and the Reflect. 7 kills to 8. 15 kills in total. Yeah, they go for Chromie. Hazu! He makes it out of the fight. The double support is obviously helping them to keep the boys alive, but it's getting harder by the minute. As you can see right there. They're moving all into the mid lane now, and the red team is retreating quickly. Nobody controls the top and the bottom shrine. Or that could... yeah, he's already waiting. He's like, hurry! And that's a Dragon Knight. Guys, that's a Dragon Knight. There's plenty of time for them to get another one. So they're pulling ahead again. Yep. There we have it. They're starting to go for the mid lane. And with Sylvanas and the Dragon Knight, that is at least a fort, and it will likely be more. As long as they don't lose anybody down here, and they're making it out of the battle. But the Dragon Knight is there. Oh, good. DK? I mean, they're not getting as much out of this as they were hoping for. There's already... Oh, boy. No bunker in this case, no chance for Blaze. DK is moving to the bot lane now, but they're gonna get another kill here as they're going for Genji, and he didn't have his cooldowns ready. So Siege Giants are falling, or at least one of them. That DK didn't give them a lot. It gave them the fort in the middle, but you want more than that in such a situation. 2 objectives, and they are pulling ahead a little bit in structures, but I think this is only of limited value because down here it seems that Oxygen Esports has their sights set on another fort. Yeah, Blaze dying was definitely a problem. Very, very unfortunate for Team RageQuit. And well, here we are. Another fort destroyed, so we are even in structures once again. And yeah, guys, looking good. I don't know what to tell you. So No Game No Life is now also making his move in. We got 10 kills to 7. That's the damage, by the way. 36,000 for Chromie. She's still not top damage. It's still Sylvanas. Yeah, still Sylph. Engaging into Sergeant Hammer or Chromie is always annoying. Like anything that has like insane range and can poke you out from a distance. That's always difficult. Especially if you still have some structures left that they can hide behind. Go for the camp at the bot lane too. Jojo unaware of that. But Mirrodin. Yes, 7-sided and goodbye. Eiga just gets murdered. It was a blessed shield straight into the face of Mirrodin. He ate the stun, then the 7-sided strike, hit him full on. They had obviously no idea that Jojo was there, so it was one of those beautiful traps that just worked out. Bit of an Admiral Akbar moment. For sure. It's a trap. But yeah. Camps are claimed all over the place, but it's still, I mean, again, you're looking at the map and there's nobody that has a significant advantage yet. There's a bit of a lead that Team Oxygen is currently establishing, but generally speaking, they're not even half a level ahead. And both of the teams have now lost 2 forts. So it is still a game that each of these 2 teams can win. The one thing to highlight, I suppose, is that we had 2 Dragon Knights for Team RageQuit already, and not a single one for Team Oxygen. So these objectives haven't been as good for the blue team as they could have been. But then again, at the same time, if you win another one, then of course you got quite a few options there for yourself. Experience is fairly even. The biggest gap is really in hero experience. 9,000 to 4,000. Outside of that, fairly even. Even in minion experience. Yeah, and the other level 20. So they got them a little bit early. It's not gonna matter too much. They already take 1 shine at the top. We now get Transgression. Mirrodin needs to, of course, be even more careful now. The Seraphim stuck in a loop. Had that for a while already. And with the level 20s, Team RageQuit. A bit more survivability for our boy, I suppose. Fortified bunker. And yep, there it is. The hardened shield. Alright, so now it's going to be a bit easier for him to go through some of the targeted damage. But can they get their kills? Already, there's a move. 7-sided strike. Shizakid, he's alive! Not for long. Down go Mirrodin and Genji. Oh boy, yeah, they are getting wrecked here. There's just too many of them dying. Morenas isn't making it either, so there's no counter kills right now. They want Blaze, they get Blaze. The spray game at least is on point, but he is fully aware what's happening. So now we got them just moving down to the bottom of the map. They're not even bothering with the Dragon Knight. They're just like, yeah, why the hell would we do that? We got Siege Giants at the bot lane, and we got Catapults. We got the entire 5-man. We just killed 3 of your heroes. We're gonna take your keep now. Thank you very fucking much. Urel is the only one that moved through the top, so Copenhagen is now gonna take the Shrine, then go for the Dragon Knight, and then they can go for the core directly. They are attempting to move straight in for a 2-0 victory here. There's no chance that this keep is going to be saved. And then they're going to start working on the shields too. If they get kills here, then that's just lights out. And they go for it, or at least they try. Shy timed it perfectly, but now the Dragon Knight has been taken, and they can really decide what they want to do. Second keep, go for the core. But boy, oh boy, that escalated hard. 14 kills to 7, and of course, here comes the move for the core. Maybe not. They decided against it. They had the Dragon Knight already halfway down to the bot lane, and then they were like, yeah, 5 versus 5, you know what? Maybe let's don't do that. Maybe just play it safe. Just play it safe for now. So they go into the mid lane, try to open another one up here. 17 minutes in. And yeah. How's that? Damage output, 55,000 for Sylvanas, 47,000 for Chromie. Look at the damage output, by the way, that we're seeing from Stukov here. Nick again, with one of those odd picks that really works well for him. 41,000, and Karazim is also looking at really good damage. Obviously, him blowing up Muradin time and time again has been helping with that. But we now have 42,000 for Stukov and 41,000 for Karazim. And they are trying to make the play again. Coming in for Muradin. Shizaki doesn't even know where to go. He's getting pushed left, right, left. There's the transgression. They get the kill on him very easily. And now they are, of course, trying to go for a few more. If they can get some additional follow-up kills, then they will easily be able to go for the core. And that's what the whole thing is about, of course. They're already slowing them down here. Everybody's still sitting in the middle. With only one single kill, they might not just be able to go for the core directly, but they can definitely work on another keep and then apply more pressure, which is going to help them eventually with the next objective. Sylvanas still hasn't fallen, by the way. Sylvanas still hasn't died. 22 kills in this game. Everybody has at least died once, with the exception of Shy. Stayed away from them. He's a little bit shy. What a joke. But yeah, so he's the only survivor here. But things aren't really looking good for them. Now, this is one of the good things. This keep, by the way, is getting attacked by the catapult. And as this continues, this might actually fall. But now Genji is dead. Oh boy. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Can they get a counter kill? Can they maybe go for Yasuo? Nah, big shove from Nick. Oh, and Benny's low too. Another 7-sided strike. The transgression is in. Top keep has lost a few more hit points, but the catapult has been taken down. But talking about taking things down, now Karazim has been taken down. 80,000 damage by Sylvanas. 80,000 damage. 20,000 damage ahead of Chromie. Yeah, they're still alive. Catapults down here. Keep in mind, we're 20 minutes into the game. 20 minutes in. Shrines are activating in another 15. They're going for next objective. Yeah, and this time, well, the next camp. Not necessarily the objective. They're going to go for that too. But camp first, please. Stormbolt, can they get more kills? Crow, Sylvanas! Sylvanas! No! My god, he gets out! Muradin is dead. How is he still alive? How is he surviving through all of this? Catapults with damage on the core, and quite a bit of it too. 13% lost. But with Muradin dying, that's, by the way, the 7th time that Muradin has fallen. 7th time. So now they are going to be 4v5 for 40 seconds while the objective is up. And if Team Oxygen Esports claims it, then you can bet your ass they're going to go for the core and end this. 20 minutes in? Yeah. I mean, obviously, they can go for a little bit of a drive-by shooting or whatever. Actually, how do you call that? Drive-by chopping? What do we do with that axe there? Chop down that keep real quickly and then go for the core. But yeah, Chromie is already prepping. They're of course focusing on the middle now. Yeah, have fun dealing with that. Okay, blessed shield, Benny. Benny! I thought he would turn into good Benny here and hit it, but nope, still bad Benny. Yeah, no connect, but they get Sylvanas, and now it's over. Sylvanas is dead. That is the beginning of the end. The only one that survived all of it, and he's down. Chromie on the Dragonite. Finally, she turns into a real dragon. That little fake dragon over there is pretty big, has an axe and everything. But now Nick is down, so they kill Stukov. Stukov is down. And trying to go for a little bit more here. And the Dragonite decides, like, guys, what the fuck am I doing? Let's just end this. The rest of the team is brawling, and yes, Chromie just decided, like, well, why am I even here? Why am I not just simply ending the game? The rest is just brawling, preventing the hearth. The Dragonite is moving in. Top side, by the way, not that it matters all that much, but that fort is also going to get destroyed. And the DK is just chunking this one down. There's only 3 heroes that are still left on the map anyways, and they're just brawling this out slightly. That's all that they got to do at this point. The core is, of course, falling quickly, and Blaze can't really do anything about it, so they're funning around slightly. But yep, that is it. Nicely done. I can do that too. So there's that. 29 kills, and that's a 2-0 victory for Team Oxygen Esports. Nicely done, GG, and well played.